How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 7, Episode 3 of Fear the Walking Dead. This episode is titled Cindy Hawkins. Are we in Stranger Things now? But yeah, last episode, I heard a lot of people were mixed on it. Understandably so, because now that I look back at it, did anything happen? Like, realistically, to progress the story, did anything happen? We got the same amount of information we did in the first episode, the Padre stuff, and now Howard, who is from Victor's group, knows about Morgan, or has seen Morgan alive, so now he's probably going to relay that to Victor. But I guess we kind of went back, because now we've gone back to Season 6, Episode 1 with the Bounty Hunter, or the Bounty Hunter's twin brother, which, yet again, I'm not a fan of the twin stuff. It's just a bit weird, especially when it's played by the same actor. It just rubs me the wrong way when you have two of the same characters. Especially since, you know, this one seems to be a bounty hunter too, so it's kind of like... But I mean, it's cool. Like, he looked cool in that gear he was in. It looked like CRM armor. Then we had, like some random people, what was it, Fred and B or something like that? I guess it doesn't matter, they're probably both... Well, I mean, one of them's dead, one of them was left to die. And it turns out there was, they had a baby that was dead in the back of the car. Emily. Not a dead baby, but a walker baby. It was like the first time we ever saw a walker. Well, we didn't see it, but, it was signified that it was a walker baby. There's been no story progression at all when you think about it. It's just characters go out into the wastelands, shit goes down, then they come back to like where they started. So I feel like that's going to happen this episode, because this episode is going to be with John Sr. and June. So I assume what's going to happen, they're going to be in that bunker, they're going to get out, shit's going to go down, and then they're going to come back to the bunker or something. But we also, based off the promo, it seems we're getting Morgan and Victor in this episode too, so that might be pretty fucking good. Let's stop de-lollying around and get right into the fucking episode.
Shit, I'm gonna do it now.
Well, I mean, that's not true. He kind of did. Didn't he get shot, though, John Sr.? He did that thing where he shot up in the air, right? What the fuck kind of cut was that? Day 25, days till opening, 340. 365 days is how many days are in a year, right? Because Morgan and Grace and Victor are, like, more in the future compared to these two. Imagine being in the apocalypse and then being stuck on the ground for the rest of it. I'm going to see, like, a time-lapse of them, like, more days passing. Yeah, it's 300. So it's around 365 days.
You can't be too many clicks off the Galveston coast.
I mean, why would you broadcast that, though? Yeah, day 47, so it's at least been over a month. We knew, like, Morgan and Victor were kind of at least, like, 2 to 3 months in, so...
Leave this here radio on during daylight. At least what we think is daylight.
True. You wouldn't know if it was day or night. 69. Ha! Nice. 2 months? A little over 2 months? Oh, the bus is going to collapse. Is that an actual bus, though? How? Earthquake? What the fuck just happened? I mean, I think I've seen this scene, like a sneak peek. Fucked up. Yeah, there's a fluid that he settles in with.
We could never find it.
He can't do this to anyone ever again.
They've changed the intro. It's not got like the dun dun dun. It's more like an ominous feeling. It's also not as good as like the original theme.
We still stopped him.
Only for a spell.
Also, he did catch him legitimately too. Like he had to plant something, right?
Cindy Hawkins, the one whose purse I planted, is what cracked the whole thing open. But I never found her body. Maybe something in here will help me find where she is.
John, even if
How?
Well,
It's either leave or get crushed.
still trying to make them airtight. If we ever go up there, we can't risk breathing in any particles.
How long till you think they'll be done?
It's not just the suits. I mean, once these are done, we need some kind of airlock. A go-between from outside to in here so we don't drag anything back in.
Why would we come back?
We don't know what kind of radiation is up there.
I mean, they're close to the like where one of them blew up, right? That's why Dakota like turned to fucking ash. I wonder if they'll see like parts of Dakota when they go up.
This ain't so bad.
I mean, you've got to be careful though. Like when you've been on the ground for so long and then you just come out into the sun, that can fuck you up.
One off the board.
But how do they know if it's day or night? Like, what should be day now when they go to sleep?
Night, June.
That shit's gonna collapse. Like, he's looking right up at it. Yeah, turn away from it just to get my mind off it. That's not how it works. Your mind's still gonna be focused on it. Ugh, I couldn't tell if that was a wind or just like some weird sound effect they were going for, because that was kind of creepy. Has he got the fuck? Like Ellie did that in The Last of Us. Like what? Get the fuck up! Don't open it. Good shot. Fucking hell, dude! That scared the shit out of me. That made me jump, dude. That like gave me goosebumps. That was fucking nasty. What was that? Was that meant to be Cindy? That's very isolating, isn't it? Huh. Is that Dakota? Or is that Teddy? Hey. I mean, you didn't need to flashback. That's not Dakota, stop it.
Dakota.
That's not Dakota, fuck off. Like, what? She literally turned into ash. Didn't she start breaking away, like, a little bit? Like, she was dead instantly. There's no way she'd turn into a walker. Like, what?
Be out here without protection.
It's clearly not real, John. Like, what? Stop it. Who? He's dreaming. Oh, that a walker? What the fuck is that? What is that now?
Get inside!
Is that the Stalkers?
I need to make sure you weren't bit.
Oh.
It's just a scratch.
Yeah, but that's bad. Doesn't a script... Well, actually, to be fair, we don't know that, do we? We never got that confirmed.
I heard a voice, so I went up.
Sure you didn't hit your head?
I know what I saw, damn it.
I mean, you're clearly hallucinating, though. Like,
I put Dakota out of her torment.
no, he didn't. Like, the nukes didn't do anything, did they? Killed people, but then they didn't, because they still turned into walkers. So it's just like, what was the whole point of the nuke? The plot device to put everyone, separate everyone.
Collapse.
Oh, Jesus. But they know you're in here now.
John, this is why I didn't want you on that radio.
True. They're coming through there. Oh, Jesus, what is that? Don't do it. 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 I mean, I'm waiting for it. Okay. They didn't jump scare me. They could have. What is this now? Is it him just like going back in time? Like what?
You're still seeing things?
Oh. Are they in?
It'll hold.
Maybe we should leave, Joe.
I mean, be the smartest play. Because, I mean, if they were going to kill you, they would have done it. You know, they just stood there. I think it might be Strand's group.
I don't think we'd make it very far, or if we did, the radiation would kill us in days. What is this really about, John? Why do you want to run out into a world that's going to kill you in 10 different ways?
Like, it's guilt, right? It's guilt of never finding them. Or finding Cindy. How was he meant to sleep with, like, dirt going all over him? Jump scare. Jump scare. Jump scare. No, that shit's gonna collapse, dude.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, fuck. I thought she stabbed him, like. I mean, I guess she kinda did. Uh-oh. Why did she do it then? She should have done it, like, while he was, like, trying to sleep. Wait, what? How's he fine? Did she not, like, put it into his system? But she stabbed him, but she didn't put it in. Yeah. He got lucky there. Yeah, but you need to get her out of there just in case it collapses more.
He built it to withstand a nuclear blast.
Well, no. It was going to withstand a nuclear blast. Yeah, clearly. Like, what?
She can take care of herself. I can't.
You're dead. Like, you don't need to take care of anything. You're dead. Like, what?
Were you on your way to see him when Teddy nabbed you?
And that's where I am. If they're still alive, it's not as dangerous as she said.
Is she right?
Oh.
Is she right? Well, what do you mean? What do you want, dude?
Why did we have to wait 294
I
more
can
days?
explain, John.
Tell me the truth! Tell me!
I don't want to go up there. You shouldn't either.
She lied to you.
John, there is nothing left up there.
That's not true, though. There's nothing left out there. Well, clearly there's people out there. And clearly, like, even Dakota, which was... She literally turned to ash, somehow turned into a walker, so there's obviously going to be some remains left.
If those people on the radio don't kill you, the dead will.
Yeah, but you could have argued that back in the day, though. The dead will kill you any time of the week. You know, they don't just stop. Well, where's the Stalkers, dude? Is that who they are? Is it the Stalkers, or is it Strand's group? Where they keep doing this, like, very isolated, like, in the mask shot is pretty cool. Wait, what? What? Well, he got one. How are they there? Didn't he literally just come out of there? Oh! 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 Dude, if I was you, I'd run. Or was he pushing? He's pushing up.
No.
What? Like, why would he? Why? I don't get that, though. Didn't he literally just come out of the part they were trying to get into? All the people that died. Geiger counter going off. Where did they come from, though? Like, what?
It's not real.
It is real. The walkers are real, dude. Somehow the walkers are real. I don't know where they came from, though. They just appeared. And stabbed in the back. Oh, shot. Oh, this whole thing's gonna collapse if you move that there. What the fuck? Is that Cindy? He buried her in the walls? So the Stalkers just seem to be like these bad people that just kill anyone on sight. Well, not on sight, because they did give them warnings. They didn't exactly shoot at them straight away. They looked at them. Oh! And now they're stuck in there. That's not the end of the episode, right? Imagine he wakes up, it was all a dream. I swear to fucking God, dude. Oh. Oh, Victor saved them. Surprisingly, like, it collapsed and didn't break the masks, but okay.
Well, good morning.
Victor.
You wanted.
Why the fuck is he wearing that? I just don't get it. He looks such like he looks so dumb.
But it does make staying here your only choice.
He's right. We can't go out there.
But why is he okay with these two staying? But he wanted to turn away Alicia. You know, well, I guess he needs the detective skills and her nursing skills, right? So every episode, someone's going to get into this community. Next episode is probably going to be Dwight and Sherry, right?
Leaving really isn't an option.
How did they get in there? Ew! What? Hang on. That is the worst walkers I've ever seen in my entire life. They're just all statically there.
I heard your message on the radio. I need you to tell me if you're down there. Victor, where are they?
Everyone tried it your way, and look what happened.
We are here because of what you did.
I'm gonna help everyone that you let down.
All while you watch from the outside.
It is Victor's fault this happened, though. It's also Morgan's, though, to be fair. Because Morgan gave that key away. He could have easily killed everyone in that barn.
I will come for you, Victor. And I will do what you tried to do to me on that submarine. Only I won't miss.
Okay, Morgan versus Strand. I don't know, though. That feels a bit weird. It's like the character just forgot what happened. It's gonna be Dwight and Sherry, right?
So many dead.
Oh!
You're gonna help me find Mr. Jones.
Oh, shit. Why would they show that? Why would they show that in the fucking trailer? I didn't like that episode. Didn't do it for me. The ending is probably the only highlight, I feel like. Because it actually somewhat progresses the story. But I feel like they could have done that last episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. A lot of people hated episode 2, and it's like, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It just didn't do anything for the story, I feel like. And sure, maybe characters made some dumbass decisions, but at this point, you might as well just get over that. It's basically a Walking Dead trait at this point. Characters make dumbass decisions, and you just have to stick with it. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this episode at all. Like, I just don't think it did anything. Like, it's cool to see John's backstory and kind of a little bit more of, like, the victims of Teddy's shit back in the day, but it didn't do anything for the story, you know what I mean? It did something for John. Like, he finally fulfilled his promise, right? But why should we care about that, considering it's a story that began before the apocalypse? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did that do to the story right now, to advance the story right now? Nothing. At all. It's like if Rick, like, encountered a guy back in the day that killed a bunch of people, and then he saw him in the apocalypse, and then he had to go find the victims that he killed. It's like, it'd just be dumb. It'd be weird. It's like, dude, you're getting completely sidetracked by what the main plot is. And that's the problem with this episode. This whole episode is what a side plot was. But you usually have like the main ongoing arc, right, which in this case would be Victor and Morgan going face to face or head to head, right? And the side plot would be this. So you'd have like the main point of this episode be Victor and Morgan, but then you'd have this as like the extra stuff, right? Like, dedicating a whole episode to finding one of Teddy's victims is just a bit weird. Also, the Stalker stuff, what the fuck's going on with that? They just keep shoehorning them in. It's just like these random bad guys that are just roaming the nuclear apocalypse. It's like, what? Is it a bad episode? I mean, it depends on what your interpretation of bad is, but like, what I consider bad is something that doesn't progress the story at all. And this didn't progress the story. It basically just confirmed what we knew last episode, that Morgan and Victor would be going head to head, right? But they could have done that last episode. And at least then it would have advanced the story a little bit. Last episode, because last episode didn't do much to advance. The only episode, none of these episodes has advanced the story at all. From episode 1 to 3, none of them have advanced the story at all. They've set up plot points for a future story arc, like the Padre thing. Everything else they haven't touched on them. You know what I'm saying? The Padre thing's the only one that's been overarching. It wasn't in this episode though. Like, and now it's like the Victor and Morgan shit. I just find it weird that they're not... Like, where's Alicia, dude? I don't really care. Because, I mean, is Victor gonna die? Probably. I feel like you can't have tension with Morgan, because like they're not going to kill Morgan, because that'd be the dumbest decision they could ever make if they killed Morgan in a spin-off and not like the main show where his story began. Also, how the fuck did Dakota turn into a walker? She turned into Ash. How did she turn into a walker? Yet again, proving my point. The whole nuke shit was just a plot device to separate everyone and do the same fucking storyline they do every fucking season with The Walking Dead. They split up certain people and then they don't reunite until the end of the season or something like that. They did it in season 4 of the main show. They did it again in season 8 a little bit with Alexandria being destroyed. They did it in season 2, but season 2 of the main show, it was actually better because at least they regroup within the same episode. Nowadays, it's like if they get separated, it takes them a whole season to find each other again. It's like, fucking hell, dude. It's got so boring. With Fear the Walking Dead, it's happened a couple of times too, to be fair. Season 2 did it, right? Nick and Madison was separated. Then they reunited in season 3. But then season 4 happened, the stadium happened, then everyone kind of got separated. Yeah, because season 4, right, the storm went off. Was it season 4 or was it season 5? Yeah, because that's where the truck stuff happened. Yeah. So it would have been the storm, then they were separated, and then you had episodes dedicated to a couple of characters, and then eventually they reunited. And you had that terrible ass villain in season 4 with Fear. Then season 5, they were basically separated straight away. Right? Victor wasn't in the episodes and stuff like that. They had to like reconnect because there was a mountain in the way. Season 5 was so fucking dumb. Season 6, they were separated too, kinda. In the first half, anyway. Like you had, some people were with Ginny's group. Some people were just kind of separated on their own. So I don't know. Then you had Morgan on his own too. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of fed up of that story. Just separating like the main cast just to dedicate a whole episode to a specific set of characters. It's shit. Because the main show, well, I do think season 11's not that good so far. It's kind of mediocre or average. It's at least showing us multiple people in an episode. I mean, is there anything else to talk about? I mean, I guess, John has issues with drinking. That's pretty much about it, right? And June didn't want to go up onto the surface because she felt safe down in the bunker. The bunker could withstand a nuclear fucking bomb going off, but it couldn't withstand fucking dirt. Like, Dakota turned to ash. There is no way. She died instantly. There is no way she would have been able to turn into a fucking walker. There is not a chance. And that is what I mean by the effects of the nuke. I said it when the episode aired, that the finale of season 6. I said that it wasn't what I was expecting from a nuclear explosion. You know, it was kind of lackluster. I don't know, I guess Luciana and Sarah, they could have killed last season. Because they killed like 4 people in the finale. They killed like Rowley. They killed that guy that was working with Teddy. They killed Teddy. They killed Mo's mother, and then Dakota. So it was 5 characters died in that finale. But I feel like some big characters should have died. Characters have been around for like a season or 2, you know? So for instance, like Sarah or Luciana. Because they're not doing anything with most of the characters in the show anyway, so it's like... There's too many characters that just don't do anything. That is the problem with Fear. There's Alicia doesn't even do anything. Like, where the fuck is she? We're 3 episodes into the season, dude. We're 3 episodes in. Next episode, we're going to be halfway through the first half. I feel like more's happened with Dwight in Fear than Alicia. You know what I'm saying? In the past couple of seasons, anyway. Like, the show just has a weird problem of dedicating episodes to characters that we don't really care about. For example, this episode. I'm not saying I don't care about John Dorie Sr., but at the end of the day, he's more of a newer character, and we have to get a whole episode dedicated to him finding one of the victims before the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. It doesn't do anything to progress the story at all, other than the ending. The final scene, yes, absolutely does. We knew going into the season we'd get Morgan versus Victor based off the poster. The poster literally is Morgan and Victor with the ashes and the nuclear fallout around them, kind of screaming at each other, right? So you kind of knew that they'd be going head to head. So having that be the ending of this episode isn't surprising. They could have had it at the end of episode 1, you know, because all that's really progressed the story is that Victor's got this community, and now people that are from, you know, the main cast are going into that community, and then they're going to fight against Morgan. That's pretty much all that's happening. You know, the Padre thing's been set up, but they're not going to do anything until episode 8 with that, or episode 9 with that. I mean, it took them, with the end of the beginning stuff, it took them at least till episode 10 or 11 of season 6 to actually do anything with it. They kept setting it up in every episode, but they didn't do anything with it until the second half. So I'm kind of expecting that with the Padre thing. They're going to keep mentioning it, but nothing's going to happen until the second half. But yeah, I guarantee this is what's going to happen in this season, just based off what we've got so far. We're going to have Morgan and Victor fighting each other at the tower in episode 8 or episode 7 or something like that. The walkers are going to breach the wall, they're all going to get in, the tower will fall, and then they'll be on the road again, and then they'll have to go to Padre to find Alicia. I guarantee that's how they'll set it up. And then whatever's going to happen with the bounty hunter next episode. The bounty hunter isn't even going after Morgan next episode, he's with Sarah. Somehow, it looks like they're in a perfectly fine place, like they're miles away from the explosion, which makes no fucking sense, because if that nuke went off and that helicopter was caught in the shockwave, that helicopter's going down, dude. Come on. Realistically, that helicopter's going down. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta! And farewell.